What's happening, people? It's your boy Tuck. Another episode of Talk That Talk. Today's guest, somebody I know personally, but somebody I respect even more for what he's doing in the community, what he's doing in the neighborhood. He's not somebody that just talk about it, somebody that's about it. So allow me to introduce y'all to Dollar.
Yo.
And, I always like to just start off by allowing these people to tell them who you are. So after that, we'll get into, the whole conversation. And I'll let them know the topics and things like that. So for people that don't know, who are you? Who's Dollar?
Damn. Man, damn. How do I describe myself? Gang banging in the hood. Where I'm from, Hempstead, Roosevelt, Freeport, all that good stuff. That's what I was known for until recently. I say about 2016, I had led a march. You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
So it brought a lot of people together. I can't really say what really sparked that, but it was an idea, and a lot of people showed a lot of support. And I'm not even gonna lie, it had a lot of momentum, but I didn't know where I wanted to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So then, probably about the same year, I was in a Facebook group called The Chasers, you know what I'm saying? And we was doing a lot of give backs in the neighborhood. I played Santa Claus a couple of times. And then that actually led me to having a job in this field. So I've been doing this for about 8 years, but having a job, working with kids and stuff like that in the neighborhood, I've been doing this for about 6 years now. I say like one of my favorite moments is interviewing Trayvon Martin's mom.
So a lot of people talk about Trayvon Martin's story. It's not a story for me. It's a tragedy, because a story has a beginning and an ending. There is no ending for what I carry in my heart.
We went out there in Miami. They have like a Justice March.
Okay.
I think it's the 9th or 10th annual one this year, but it's in Miami, and it's a lot of different organizations. Some of them are ran by mothers who have sons that were killed, whether if it was by accident or if it was gangbanging shit, or you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of things going on out there. But we was out there. I did an interview with her, and just having a conversation with her off camera, just asking her about how strong she is throughout these years and how it became a big thing. And she's a public figure right now. And one of the things that she told me that really stood out was a lot of people is not gonna see what you see, and that's what makes you you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I keep going. I have a lot of ideas that I'm gonna talk about, a lot of things that I'm working on.
Okay.
I just want to be. I'm not really worried about what people used to see me as. I'm just worried about how people perceive me now. You know what I'm saying? So just me being a man, being a better person all around. You know what I'm saying? Just giving back to the hood where a lot of crazy shit happened.
Yeah.
But just trying to, like they say, build, destroy and rebuild. Yeah. Even though that was the goal when I was back younger, but that's the goal now. We're rebuilding right now.
And that's dope, because it comes to a point where you got to get back, which leads me to basically, that was a dope introduction, because it leads right to basically the topic, which is the youth. Mainly the black male youth, but just the youth period, because I personally just started giving back. I've been a part of an organization that's been giving back, but me personally, I just took it on over the last 2-3 years to really just give back. So that's why I said I respect you from the beginning, because I watched you come from, like you said, in the streets doing what you do to doing what you're doing now. Mm-hmm. So being on the forefront for a lot of these things, what is one of the main reasons you think, the youth are steered off the right track or don't stay on course? Because elementary school, all of that, the children are wonderful. Everybody's wonderful. Then all of a sudden, something happens and they change. So what is lagging, or what do you see through your travels? What's lagging in these communities where these kids all ended up into the type of things that they all get involved in?
Well, as you know, starting from when you were a baby, you pretty much gravitate to what's around you. So, alright, I'm gonna put it to you in perspective like this. Think of 5 generations, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's you, your grandfather, your great-great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather, and father after that. Think about what that great-great-great-great-grandfather taught his son, that taught his son, that taught his son, that taught his son, and your father taught you.
Yeah.
That's how it comes, because you learn people and you understand that sometimes that they have fathers, uncles that been locked up, that did this time. And you know, certain people feel like they could do a lot of time. They could do 10 years, they did 10, they could do another 5, they did 5, they could do another 3 until it pile up, then till they realize they 50 years old and they spent like 30 years in jail.
So you think it's a learned behavior?
It's definitely a learned behavior, and this is why a lot of people are trying to break the barriers, because you see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It really takes for people to see different things. I mean, a lot of us been through shit and was like, it's alright. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because we got through it. When you get through shit, it's just like, I could get through it again, it's no problem. But
like
just,
I handled it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just working in different communities, I've learned that we all have gone through the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that different communities have different cultures.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like working in Queensbridge, working in Woodside, working in Astoria, I'd be like, damn, the same shit be happening in my hood, but it's just different people. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Now, being someone that's, you know, into, like, you know, just bettering the youth, and is it something that comes from having children of your own, it's from the children in the community? Like, what children do you impact directly, like in your own personal life?
So, I don't have any kids.
Okay.
But I do have a kid I consider a daughter. I've been basically helping take care of since she was 2. She about to be 15.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that is a battle that's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wanting to be or having a kid that just love you for you, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy. Like, I really understand and know why people go hard for their kids. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because like I love this little girl with everything in me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I've been around for a while. I do want to have kids of my own. You know what I'm saying? But when the time comes, if it happens, it happens. But yeah, just being around her basically really, which gave me the idea to keep going. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because people ask me about that, and you know, it's a very personal thing. I really don't get into that too much. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I done have my ups and downs and all that. But just seeing the kids around me, like my little cousins, and wanting to see something different because of what they used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? I always talk to them about what they should be doing. I don't like to really preach to them, but I always explain to them, like, when I was 14, I was already in the system. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was in the system, and y'all lucky right now. Like, some of my cousins they real stand-up fathers. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing them and just going to talk to my little cousins and being around them more and just talking to them, letting them know what I do, you know what I'm saying, so they could see something different, you know what I'm saying?
So besides just the everyday love, like, because, you know, that's basically, we know every child needs that.
Yeah.
But besides the everyday love, how early do you think, you know, the youth should be, like, just, I guess you could say, reinforced with that love and feeling? Because after a certain age, it's like the streets replace that love, or their friends, or whatever you want to call it. But like, so outside of just, you know, just raising that child with the everyday love, what do you think? How early do you think it takes to really start paying attention to that child to keep them from, you know? Because like you said, 14, you was in the system. And I know for me, like, a lot of people don't know because my mother was a teacher and we had a black principal, but, you know, I got caught with my older brother's firearm in Herbert. So I got put in in private school. I had to go to grade school for a year. It was a lot of shit. So, like, I know by 14 is so being somebody that's out there, like you see older youth way more than most people. So, at what age do you see like the differences? Like, okay, that's a good kid. Okay, he's starting to, like, where does that come in?
I'm gonna say about the age of probably about 10.
Okay,
that's like. I think that's the best age because, like, they're learning more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them are starting to become street smart.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And now with the internet, you might have to start around 8. So I'm going to say elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Just to let them know that people being shot and all this gun action and all this fighting and all that shit is not normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you look at certain movies like what's that little kid movie? Hardball, right? I know a lot of y'all watch Hardball. Hardball is one of the movies I play for them kids, and they like that movie. And one day they was walking home from school, and it was some gunshots, and they was naming the type of gun that was going off.
Oh wow!
Like, yo, that's some impressive shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was regular to them. They really wasn't too scared. You know what I'm saying? So just changing the community norms on how they think and to let them know what's going on around them because they being very aware. So I think about the age of 10.
Okay. Now I know for me, like, we pretty much grew up same streets. Like I was really born in Roosevelt. Left there, Lakeview, like I said, came out here, never lost my ties to Roosevelt. So street life was street life. What drew me to gangs was just the absence of, like that camaraderie with my brothers. I just didn't have it. So the dudes who I ran the streets with ended up becoming my brothers. So I know nowadays gangs is everywhere. On TV, movies, everything. So
Internet.
Yeah, everywhere. So I know for you, whatever drew you to gangs, probably pretty much from the same environment. But in 2024, working with these kids, like gangs is more fashionable.
Right.
So do you find yourself dealing with way more gang members at a younger age than, like, I guess you would say than what we were accustomed to? Because when we started banging, it wasn't really a lot. I see kids now, 9, 10, 11, like full-fledged.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Definitely not. Because you got to remember, like, a lot of the older kids is getting locked up. So who are you looking up to? The 18, 17-year-olds?
Yeah,
like, I was working with a kid in Queensbridge, and he locked up now. And he 19, took him. And these kids is 15, 16, talking about, yo, these my young boys. I'm like, yo, what the?
You a young boy.
What? I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it just goes to show that some of these kids are growing up, and you get to see from the outside looking in, like, yo, these little niggas, yo, he got some power. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to him, yo, bro, come here. Sometimes they be like, yo, why you calling me bro? I'm like, yo, listen, because I don't want to be calling you, yo, nigga, come here. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be, even though that's what I'm used to saying, but I'm like, and they listen to that, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, they getting younger and younger and crazy at that.
Now this question I hate because I fuck with hip hop.
Right.
And I really do feel like, we get a lot of the blame. I feel like we should accept some of it. But with that being said, like, how much do you personally feel like music influenced these youth to do the shit that they do? Or entertainment, music, movies, all that type of shit. Because they get the brunt of it. And I feel personally like because it's a black industry, that's,
Yeah.
But do you feel like, because apparently it's a part, but what is the percentage? How much of it do you think the entertainment really plays in, like, I agree with you with the environment thing.
Now listen, you know what? I don't know. Because sometimes we had this argument, and I had an argument one time, he's just like, yo, movies doesn't get the same scrutiny that music does.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And when you look at it, and not for nothing, you can't necessarily, you always going to blame the environment because this is where we come from. When you look out the window, that's all you see. When you leave to go to school, you so to see. You come home from school, that's all you see. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where it starts. But also, in these environments, the movies that we watch when we was younger, even though we weren't supposed to, that plays a part too. Because it's a lot of niggas that think they old dog.
Yeah, I know I did.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas out here that think they old dog.
Yeah,
it's a couple of dudes that think they young thug too, but I think it was more, I don't know, I could be wrong, but growing up, I think it was more of my peers that wanted to be old dog more than they wanted to be Snoop.
Yeah. No, that's a fact though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, it plays a part.
But even with the gangbanging, I see that.
It plays a part, I
with
guess.
The artists, the next thing you know, the younger, well, not even the younger, just people, period, emulate them. You know, so I didn't see that. But I've always felt like hip hop in movies, particularly our movies, because, you know, you got movies like Scream, and then you got movies where the Jigsaw dude, you kidnap them, you know, they not getting no slack, but because you play hip hop music and do a drive-by, it's the same thing. You got more murders in these other kind of movies. But anyway, I just always felt like they got the slack of it. Yeah. So now with, you know, just the touch, those are just the basis of it. So to get a little deeper into this conversation, do you feel like there is any way to change the youth? Or do you feel like they're in crash course? Because some people feel like, you know, it's beyond Generation X. Like this new generation is just, and it's over.
Coming from the hood, what do you like?
Yeah.
A lot of shit that you don't have. Which is what? Money, jewelry, cars, nice crib.
Yeah.
These are things that you have to show them. Sad to say, if you don't have no money, you talking money like that's just like somebody that's broke and they come along try to tell you what to do with your money.
Yeah.
You're gonna look at them sideways, but this is the catch-22. Sometimes you have to take advice from these people. You know what I'm saying? All advice isn't good, but it is sometimes to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So like I think wait, what was the original question?
Like just basically with the whole, you know, youth, do you think it's over for them? Like,
oh no, it's definitely not over for them.
Okay.
But yeah, showing them different things, right? So my thing is, a lot of kids from Long Island never been to the city. That's showing them something different.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Take them to a basketball game. Even going fishing. Show them something different. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. Like back in the day, they didn't really have some of these programs that we have these days.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
So I try to tell them, take advantage of it as much as possible. I'm telling you, everybody out there that have a program near you, if you need some help, do not be afraid to reach out, because I meet people on the side that always tell me they need help, and I see them, but they don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might look a little mean or whatever, but I know I'm out here for a purpose, so don't be afraid to say something to me.
But it's just part of your environment. You know,
cool.
We grew up a certain way, that's just what it is. And you can't judge a book by the cover anyway. So, now, do you think the system is set up to stop, you know, the youth? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like the average youth, by the time I'll say 16, they have some type of law enforcement contact. And it's fucked up, you know, whether it's just walking down the street, just stopping for shit, whatever. But like, do you feel like the system is geared to keep a particular set of youth, you know, on a certain level? Because even with the media, when let's say white people get together, right? Then you have a group, or you have a gathering, or whatever you want to call it, but then you got the same number of black people. You have a mob, you have a posse, you got a gang, like, so like, you know, a lot of things are geared towards making a certain particular people look a certain way. So do you feel like, you know, the system is set up that way?
Well, first, with me, there's two things with that, right? There's a system set up for us to fail, and your ass shouldn't be getting yourself in that system for you to fail.
Okay.
So, I know I've done a lot of wrong things or whatever, and I was in the system, and sometimes you start pointing fingers. Yo, it was this, it was this. Even though it was times I got locked up and it wasn't my fault, but you know what I'm saying? This is where standing tall comes in at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the system is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And what people need to fail to realize is this shit is not for us. It's not for us at all. This shit is not for us.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You need to be out here living your life. If you want to raise a family, raise your family, have a nice crib, get a house if you want it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want no kids, travel the world, see everything, stay close to your relatives, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My thing is that when you keep putting yourself in this system, you have to take accountability for something.
Do you think the parents take accountability nowadays? Because, you know, our parents, well, I'm not going to say, you know, just because the parents nowadays are younger, but I really feel like we have babies raising babies.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know what, in a lot of black homes, you turn 18, then you get kicked out. It says this is a fact.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like they need to be strong and independent at the age of 19.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And I can honestly say one of my biggest mistakes was moving out too fast. I was 22. My mother said, "You want to move with me or you want to get your own?" At that time, I had a girlfriend. We was going to get a one-bedroom apartment and all that. And, you know what I'm saying, you know how that sort of shit go. But, yeah, lesson learned. I was 22. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are forced. A lot of people be well prepared, but I wasn't prepared like I thought I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, parents do play a big part. And at the same time, this is another thing too. This when I say accountability, you can't play victim when you out here running the streets.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
And you in your mother house, and you got siblings, and your mother kick you out. If your house ever gets shot up, that's why I'm glad.
Yeah.
Nothing has ever been brought to my crib. Because I ain't really play them games. I'd rather catch you, sit in your bushes and all that good stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But, yeah, you can't be out here doing some wild shit and then be mad at your mother and she kick you out.
Nah, nothing should come home. Can't expect that.
At all. No.
Because one child will fuck up your whole family, like, being real with you. Because the people under them will think it's okay to do the same thing, right? So I do agree with that. Now, as far as, you know, the youth with the prison system, because I see nowadays the juvenile correctional facility is booming. Do you think it's a money market like it is for the adults? Same thing. Like, do you believe that they target the youth? And because I feel like they give the youth more numbers than they give the older dudes, because they feel like if we take their youth from them, it's over.
You gotta remember, some of these kids are pawns. They pawns out here. You got a lot of them taking charges for some of these dudes out here, and they just making them examples. They're not saying, "Oh, you 16 because you." Oh yeah, you 16. I seen you in my courtroom a couple of times. Cause I go to court for some of these kids. I had a kid in my program. We went for him. Yo, listen, bro. He was looking at 7 years. This is something that I really need people to listen to too. Also, we was going to court for this young kid. He was looking at 7 years, bro. By the fact that he was working with our program, he's in our summer youth program, they gave him a pass. I didn't even know exactly what he did until we started going to court for him.
Okay.
You know, I had different obligations, so I wasn't going to court, whatever. Man, I found out he come home after 6 months. He started getting heavy in the gangbanging. Yo, bro, one day he runs in the office with his hand bleeding and a grip on him. Like, yo, I'm bleeding, yo, help me. Yo, Dollar, yo, come, yo, just. I'm looking at him like, yo, are you right, sure, man?
Yeah.
Like, We got him all wrapped up, cleaned up, and all that. And I'm like, yo, just sit here, man. Like, yo, don't go nowhere. He like, yo, but you're not even allowed to go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really bugging. And these are the type of situations that we really deal with at any given time. For real.
Yeah.
So
that's life for these kids nowadays.
Yo, bro, it's wild, bro. Because they could be right there in our office. It's so many situations that happen like this with girls too. They was literally just in our office, bro. 15 minutes later, it's like they all cool, calm, collected when they're around us because they know we don't play that shit.
Yeah.
But when they
now when you see a child that's like that, and you know, like you really realize, like, damn, like this is, you know, part of their life. How do you like try to get them to get out of that or see it a different way? Because for a lot of them, that's 24/7. Like when I'm here, you know, it's cool. This is my peace time. But when I leave here, it's back to the shit that I face on the daily. So you knowing that this is the amount of time that I have with this kid to try to, you know, affect them. How do you do that?
I gotta check up on them sometimes.
So you do like the personal, you'll get
This is why I want to do. I want my own foundation, in which I'm gonna get into. It's you don't gravitate to every kid you work with.
Okay.
Some of them listen to you. It's like the difference between learning between like your friends and your associates.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like certain kids gonna want to talk to you. Some of them will come stop by the office when they don't have to. Those are the kids that you can see that you could personally talk to.
Okay. All right.
I don't. The only females that first of all, I don't really like working too close to certain females because I had this one girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is really important. I never told this story. I had this one girl that was working in the program or whatever, and me helping her thought that I wanted her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's too many of these older dudes.
First male paid her attention, or it be like that.
No. No. They was paying attention to her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They was paying attention
in the wrong way.
Different way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You probably the one who paid. Yeah, I said it wrong. You probably the first male that paid attention to her and she really saw like he cares.
Yo, bro,
it ain't about that other shit.
Yo, bro, that shit was mind blowing. Like, I had to have a conversation with her on the side. I'm like, yo, listen, every person that you meet don't want nothing from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really sad that you even thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need to talk to somebody else about all of that extensive stuff, like, I got somebody you could talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Grew up like that, but that's all they ever really
and
wanted.
That shit, yo, bro, that shit is crazy, bro. Because you got to think about it. Here is, you got this dude from Long Island. He not even from out here.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Long Island. Every time I talk to him, he say hi. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always nice to me.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably wants something like
it.
Yeah. And every neighborhood that I worked in, when I was off the clock, I hanged out because I want to know and learn the neighborhood that I'm working in.
Yeah.
Like, do they understand what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are territorial. Right, this nigga cool, but keep that nigga over here. Don't bring him over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
But once they learned my affiliation and all that, like, and there was a couple of people that was coming through that hood that I knew. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you have a baby father or a lost cousin that you ain't seen in a long time, they might be in Queensbridge.
I swear they are on the low.
On the low. Yo, bro, nah, that shit's crazy.
Nah, I really feel that.
Yeah.
In this, like, that story right there is kind of deep though, because when you talk about a girl that young and that's what she already expect out of life, like, you already know what to expect out of her adulthood. You know, and that's what.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's very scary.
That shit is scary, bro.
Yeah.
Because she don't got no pops to tell her that.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's that too. Like that's why I try to be present. Like I went to the feds, bro. I was going for 3 years out of my kid's life. Other than that, like honestly, I don't do the jail shit. You know, little bumps here and there. That's just what it is. Most of us one and done. Like niggas who it is what it is. I don't like being told what to do. But I teach my sons that like even when you deal with women, you have to understand that a lot of women are looking for you to be the male figure they never had. So it's more pressure on a man to be a man in a world where the only thing they don't want black men to do is be a man. So it's tricky, you know what I'm saying? And black women, not to say they, go out there and do it, but your daughter can go out to this world right now, 9 times out of 10, and never have to learn the skills. She can find a man to take care of her. A black male can't. You know what I mean? All the expectations and the load is on us. It's expected from us. So, what you do in the community, I feel like it's dope. I really do. Now, have you ever ran across like a child that you just knew right away, like, yeah, it's over? Not the generation, just that particular child where you just knew, like, yeah.
Couple of them. Because it's like talking to them, everything, they defensive about everything. You know their anger is coming from somewhere. It's like, damn, like, they got a counter for everything, too. Well, I ain't doing anything, like,
I know a little dude right now, like 8, word, curse, his mom's let him curse. Or he know what weed is, he know who getting high, he know all that. Well, you walk in his house right now, 8 years old, yo, what's poppin'? And I'm looking at him like, I'm the only one, I ain't gonna say only one, but our little clique, I'm the only one you don't play with. Cause I make him respect me. I ain't with none of that. You ain't about to do all that shit with me. My kids don't do it. You ain't. But I look at him like that. And that shit bothers me. I'll be like, he don't even know. Everybody around him think it's cute. But when he catching charges
this is 12, the reason 13, why. Because it's allowed, bro. Yeah. It's allowed. Like, I had a meeting today with a principal in the school, and they was talking about they want us to help them bring the kids to school.
Oh yeah, that's wicked.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? They don't go to school.
Oh yeah, nah.
And they live right across the street.
Yeah, I believe it.
They live right across the street, bro. Mind you, I went to talk to the wrong school though. Right? I went to talk to the wrong school. So our main thing is to get into these schools, try to have workshops, you know what I'm saying, to let them know what we're doing out here. And like I said, my main thing is to change their community norm. I'm a person that I didn't fly on a plane until, what was that? 2000. It was either 2018. I think it was 2018. Okay. Either 2018 or 2019. One of them years was my first year riding a plane, bro. That's fucking nasty. Yeah. And you want to know what got me over it? I was talking to this dude, older, probably about in his 60s or something. Now, at the time, he was like, yo, he talking about this trip that he went on with his wife or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He spent like 30 years in jail and shit. He's like, the only reason why I never got on a plane is I spent 30 years in jail. I'm like, damn. And he like, yo, you ever been on a plane? I'm like, nah. He like, why not? Yeah. Then he was like, let me ask you a question. He was like, I can see you used to gangbang? And I'm like, yeah. He like, so I'm not gonna ask you personally what you've done, but you ever been scared to be in a shootout? And he was like, before you answer, think about that. So I just looked at him like, no.
Yeah, like, no. Come with the territory.
I'm like, no. And he's like, so you scared to risk your life, to lose your life, but you not scared to risk your life to enjoy your life.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're like, I'm not talking about committing crimes. I'm talking about getting on the plane. What you scared of?
Yeah, that's smart. It makes sense too. You'll risk your life to lose it, but you won't risk it to go somewhere and have fun. That shit makes sense.
It's like I've thought about that conversation a lot of times. Like every time I played Santa Claus, I was nervous as hell. But I just think about that conversation. Like, what you scared of? Like, go ahead. You did so the kids could enjoy themselves. There's nothing to be nervous about. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's crazy to a lot of kids who never have that conversation. Because the people around them is in the box. They not thinking about shit like that. Because the shootout is the norm.
Yeah. Get into 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. How many you get into? It's just like
it's crazy because it's really like even for us, like you know that shit was the norm. Waking up every day, putting your gun on your head was like waking up, brushing your teeth. Like shit was just something niggas did. Like
carry
crazy.
2 things I used to carry on my head. If it wasn't my phone, it was a grip.
Yeah. And it really was like that.
Yeah, for real. And
that's what makes you, you know, part of the problem until, you know, you gotta, but it's like we as men have gone through enough where we see, all right, we gotta be the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, do you find everybody accepts your message? Because I know more people is for the negative than the positive.
Oh, no. I've been called a Power Ranger before. So I told him I slapped the shit out you.
Yeah. Don't steal me. Yeah.
So, and you don't even know me, don't even play me like that. Like, yeah, so, a lot of people I mean, when you live in that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, and you doing certain stuff, and, you know, on the side, you want some of the kids to follow what you doing, like, nah, nigga, that's not it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Now I gotta talk to you like, no, nah. That's not it, bro. Like, this is not what we pushing out here. You know what I'm saying? That gang shit is whack, bro.
It is.
That gang shit is whack.
Cause I know for me, like, when I started feeding the town, like, and I don't say it on some, like, I'm feeding niggas that need it. I'm talking about I do it for the niggas I love. This my hood. I tore this shit up. Why not help rebuild it? You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna front, bro. Oh, he think he the mayor. He running for office. He think, listen, first of all, and, you know, I don't break it down to him, but I'll be like, y'all really mad. The overall reason you mad is because I'm doing shit you can't do.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But beyond that, all of the people that come out and have a good time and enjoy the shit, that's the reason I won't stop doing it. But when you look at the people that's hating, it's always the motherfuckers that can't do it. Or if they had it, they wouldn't do it because they're busy trying to show the people that they got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of ignorant shit, bro. And that's why I asked you that, because I do realize when you trying to be a difference for anybody, people reject that shit. And that's just what it is. So, going forward, you know what I mean? What steps are you taking going forward, you know, to deal with the youth? Because it's somebody watching that and be like, oh, that's dope. Or maybe it's something that, you know, might give somebody some insight on an idea. So, like, what's coming up for you as far as dealing with the youth, trying to affect them and, you know, just change the environment and atmosphere for them?
Well, my first advice is be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be real. That's first and foremost. Okay? And you have to really be about what you say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
A lot of times I don't really like to say shit because stuff happens and kids are really not understanding at that point in time. They just know that you disappointed them. Yeah, that's just that. They don't understand. So, just really learning. Of course, I'm still learning. I'm taking, I'm about to start taking some speech classes because just recently we just did a little seminar at Columbia University. And that's something I could put on my resume. Yeah, that's dope. Because I'm pretty much going as I learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just anything I learn, I pick up and go. I'm really doing a lot of studying from people because I want this to be like a second language to me. You know what I'm saying? Like just being out here and talk to people in a way where they're receptive to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, I'm reading more, so I'm learning some bigger words and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So by the end of the year, I start talking to you on some real professional shit. Don't be surprised.
Yeah,
And you know what'd be crazy though? Like, not to go off topic real quick. A lot of people be like, they really be surprised that I'm this smart.
Yeah, because they judge a book by the cover.
Cause like, yeah, I act like an asshole on Facebook for so long. Like, you really don't know no better.
Yeah, let me tell you something, Dal. I talk with people, I promise you, bro, and they be like, "Oh, that was surprising." Like, and I'll be like, "What?" Like, quality, like you've never had a conversation with me in your entire life, so why would it surprise you that I could talk? You know what I mean?
You think I know some shit like that?
That's what it be, because you look
and
at
then you ask them about a little subject or something else that's not, ain't got nothing, like some something that you can really go and break down and articulate to them.
Yeah.
And you ask them a question and they like, yo, I didn't know you knew that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Because you judge the book by the cover. And I hate it. Yeah. But it's also funny too at times, because it's like, you know, I feel good at the end of the day. When I shock you, like, yeah, stupid, you know what I mean? So, I definitely dig it.
And judging the book by its cover, learning new kids, and talking to them. Because I take my shirt off, they see my tattoos and all that, and I talk to them because I know about the gangbanging lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? I know about all of that. So, you really not telling me or doing something I've never seen before. So me just giving them the truthful advice, like, yo, listen, I'm been shot 5 times, bro. Like, that's real. Like, you gonna learn who your friends and your real family is, and who gonna ride for you, who supported for you. You know what I'm saying? And then when hundreds of people that you're around every day break down to 25, break down to 10, it's gonna break down to about 2 or 3.
That's a fact.
Because you're going to learn to separate. Listen, I may not talk to you every day, but I love you. You live your life cool. Yo, where the party at? Yo, listen, I need to talk to you about something. Yo, listen, I need to borrow like $20 till Friday. You're going to learn the different people.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They aren't always the same people.
Yeah, hell no.
Yo, I need about 5 minutes. Can I talk to you for a second? Everybody don't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, just being, I wouldn't say a role model, the term real model. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's dope.
Being a real model. Being someone not necessarily that you could look up to, but you could look forward to me telling you some real shit. Because I tell people all the time, I'm not one of those people that you ask somebody a question for no reason. Don't ask me for no question. Don't ask me a question for no reason. If you don't want the real answer, Dollar is not the person to ask at all. I'm telling you. For real.
Makes sense. Because I'm going to give it to you how it is.
Hey, listen, sometimes it don't come out the way I wanted to, but it's going to come out.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, though? I feel like a lot of people like that. I don't feel like that's just a youth problem. Even though, you know, like I always tell my kids that I'm not going to get answer you want. But I feel like that's just a person problem.
Yeah.
I think when people talk to you, they want you to say what they already programmed in their head. Like, this is the response I want. When you don't say it, then you a hater, or you this, or you that. You know? I'm like that. Like, don't ask me, because I'm going to tell you what it really is, or what I feel like it really is. I'm not saying I'm right all the time, but motherfucker, this is what I feel like it is.
No, for real. Yeah.
I ain't mad at you for that.
So, especially when it comes to doing stuff in the neighborhood, I always I especially want to give a big shout out to Larry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Big Larry out there in Hempstead. I grew up with him out there in TA. I'm a TA baby. You know what I'm saying? He's really done a lot for the neighborhood, and he actually gave me a chance to incorporate what I'm doing with him to do a big barbecue in Hempstead. We're going to do it again this year. It's going to be even bigger and even better.
All right.
But he's definitely one of those people that I talk to every once in a while, and I get advice from. You know what I'm saying? And I talk to him. He definitely an uplifting person, because he definitely pushing to do a lot of things.
Okay.
And he's real about what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that people that you grew up with really want to see you shine.
Yeah.
We not close. We not the best of friends, but we have the same objective at hand, you know what I'm saying, we want to see the youth grow up better than what we grew up with. You know what I'm saying? And no, we're not talking about having Versace sneakers and, you know, this other goofy shit. We're talking about having a better mindset and not having a job. Start your own business. Be your own man. Be your own boss. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a good follower before you become a leader.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
These are certain things that people ain't... Like, you could talk this leader, big man shit, but you got to understand. You got to follow something.
Yeah.
You have to follow something because when you see it, you're going to follow it. This is the direction I want to do. Nah. If you got 5 people that want to rap, break that shit down. 2 of y'all try to be a producer. 1 of y'all learn the camera. 1 of y'all learn how to do beats. All of y'all know how to rap though. All of y'all not gonna make it to the top. All y'all not gonna have #1s, top 10s, and all that shit.
Yeah.
But y'all gonna have your own fan base.
Yeah. And y'all networked and worked together and made it happen. So
right there, those are things that I try to tell the youth. Like, yo, listen, y'all got a team. It's crazy because there's a little boy out there, a young teenager, a young man out there that want to dance like he Chris Brown, and his friends is telling him, "Why the fuck you want to do that? Nigga, you look stupid." Right now, there's somebody right now out there that's mad young and he want to sing, but his homeboys might clown him, or he's scared of what people might think. Yo, listen, fuck what people think.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that gotta live with it. Just like when you dating, fuck what people think. When you want to go to fucking Atlantic City for your birthday and people say you should do this, fuck what people think. If you want to wear fucking Skips and don't want to buy no Jordans, fuck what people think. Like, that's just really it. Because if you sit up here, live your life based on other people's thoughts, you'll be fucked up for the rest of your life.
And too many people try to live their life through the youth anyway. That's why you got parents right now fighting at cheerleading events and bar mitzvahs and all type of other dumb shit.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something. That shit is embarrassing. Cut that shit the fuck out.
Because like, bro, I promise you, I swear to God, like, even with my children,
that shit is crazy.
I always ask them, do you want to do this? Do you want to? Every one of my kids play soccer, bro. I never played that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everyone, they played. That's what they wanted to try. They did. Like, I never put them in the box that I was in.
No, what's funny about soccer is a movement.
Yeah, they all tried, bro. I promise you, they all played it.
And you know what's crazy? If you want to be nasty with your footwork, rather if you want to be a ballerina, a football player, you gonna learn how to move around like you a soccer player. That's what's been in the rising.
They got paid money. Yeah, that's the highest paid sport. Well, but yeah, all my kids played that. You know, they ventured into whatever as they got older. But like growing up, they did that. They did the karate. You know, they did all of the type of thing because even now they all want to go here. There's no place they ever say, "Oh, that's stupid," or just because I don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you're limiting your child or any youth when you do that. You tell them right now, "Oh, what the fuck you want to play tennis for?" Imagine if Serena or Venus probably the second. Everybody doing that where they from?
Nah, I don't know.
They from gangbang world.
They from
from gangbang world.
Gangbang for real.
Well, imagine if when they took up an interest in that, somebody would have said, "Yeah, that shit is dumb." You know what I'm saying? Man. And it's really like that. Now you have numerous black girls in the tennis world.
Tennis is one of them sports where like male dominant, white dominant, of course. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they went and they went crazy.
Yeah, they did. Like, they became the face for the shit.
They went crazy.
And it stemmed from one person that believed in them doing something different. Cause like I said, wasn't nobody doing that shit in Compton tennis.
Nah, hell no, not no damn tennis. If you gangbanging, trying to rap, or playing ball, that's it.
That's what they were doing. So like, you know, it's dope that you teach children to think like that. I ain't even gonna front. That's a dope message to pass on because once you allow other people's thoughts to limit you, it's over. You become what they tell you you are.
And the funniest thing, like just recently, one of my young boys just turned 22. He like, yo, let me get some money for a bottle. He like, I know you drink sometimes. He's like, I ain't never see you drink, but I know you drink sometimes. I'm like, yeah, in the comfort of my own home, or from my homeboy crib, or something like that. Yeah. Not when I'm out here in the street, like you bugging out. Yeah, I go to a bar or something, like you of age.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you didn't work so closely with me, I'd take you to a bar. We could go get a drink. You know what I'm saying? But anything else besides that, I got you. I'm not supporting your habits.
Yeah, nah.
So if let's just say you go broke today, you having fun for your birthday, you want me to take you to lunch tomorrow, I'll take you to lunch. He's like, word? Bet, yeah. I bet, yeah. I'll take him to lunch. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's smart, because I ain't going to be your crutch. Because people remember that years later, something going on.
Listen, hey, listen. I learned some of the people that I took advice from is crackheads. They done, whatever their life story is, whatever their life story is. I'm not being judgmental.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy, not to cut you off, but a lot of people miss the message because they looking at the messenger. Being real with you. A lot of people miss what's coming out your mouth because they listening or because they looking at who's saying it.
I mean, yeah, I was alluding to that earlier and just saying how like certain people are homeless and you know what I'm saying, you look at them, you gotta have something and it's like a presentation to these kids in order for them to gravitate towards you, like you gotta show them money or whatever the case may be, and that's really like that's where their mindset is. Like wherever I can get the money at, that's where it's at.
Yeah. Yeah.
So teaching them something different about learning their credit, you know what I'm saying? Now tell them like, listen, I have a credit repair business. Like, word, listen, you can make money off this. And at that, if you learning something, make sure that you're able to teach somebody it.
Yeah, that's
don't learn something and keep it to yourself. Teach somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
help them get right.
It's like it's a cycle. Like different people want to break these cycles. If you want to be one of breaking these cycles, when you learn something different, teach someone else.
Yes.
That's really just that though.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. All right, that's a fact. Those some dope messages that you pass on to the children. A lot of the children gonna spend their whole life and never hear those messages, man.
Nah.
And that's dope. So before we, sign off, if anybody, just want to get in touch with you, maybe they want you to speak or maybe they want to get involved in anything you're doing, how could they reach out to you?
So my Instagram is _BlueMamba21. You could reach my Facebook, Mitchell Vanderwall. You're gonna see me out here doing a lot of things. I'm definitely one of those people that you see and you recognize, but you don't really recognize what's going on. That's why I had to have this shirt on more slept on, because a lot of people are sleeping on what I've been doing out here. I don't really look for recognition for what I'm doing or what I'm about to do, but just knowing that people appreciate what I'm doing is what really makes me happy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it for that, but just knowing that people are seeing me in a different light from what they used to seeing or what they heard, or you know what I'm saying, like whatever it is. Like anyone that's out there looking to learn a lot more about what I'm doing, you can follow CCD Worldwide on Instagram. We're definitely doing a lot of things, and I want to spread a lot of love to people that's out here in these neighborhoods, that's out here giving back to the communities. Let's all connect. We have a couple of situations coming up. I ain't gonna front. I think I should invite you. You really should come to one.
Yeah. You invite me, I'll come out definitely.
You got it.
I support everything you do.
I know it's a little short notice, but it's in the week. But you gotta wear a suit.
Yeah, they probably got suits.
Alright. So yeah, by the time y'all see this, you're gonna see him in a suit.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Like I said, anybody that's out here, this is something underlined, right? So while I'm out here networking, I'm talking to people that's managers, supervisors of jobs, right? I don't want y'all to guarantee me or tell me I have a kid that want a job. don't want y'all to tell me I could guarantee him a job. I just want y'all to guarantee me an interview. Helping me help some of these kids get jobs is really important right now because I'm trying to take guns out their hands and replace it with jobs. So I really need y'all help. Yeah, you can't. It's like
you can't take something and give them nothing.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Like that's impossible. Mm-hmm. And not for nothing, I knew I was going to spend a lot of money this year. Like I said, I knew I was going to spend a lot of money this year because I'm trying to do a lot, and sometimes it don't all come together, but it's coming together. If that makes sense. Yeah. So, I really about to start this Big Brother program. I want to start with 3 boys.
Okay.
I really want to do it with kids that don't have an older brother. That's why it's a Big Brother program.
Kids who older brother locked up, things like that.
Yeah, that could also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could also. And I'm gonna start with like 3 kids, and not for nothing, I have like this whole criteria I want to do with them, and like I said, we just doing a lot of things out here and putting things together. And salute to everybody that's out here giving back to the communities. It's really a lot of y'all. I don't even want to start naming somebody and forget somebody, but it's definitely a lot of y'all. A lot of people that I collaborated with. A lot of people I'm gonna see in the future. Anybody who see me out there in the street, you need help with anything, I'm very approachable. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not with the dumb shit. For real. Like, there's a webinar coming up, and I'm going to give people the information for that. Anytime people need a job or anything like that, and y'all send them to me, please make sure that there's somebody who really want to work, because there's practically like nothing that I can't really, or I don't know a plug to. Like right now, this is why I want my own everything, because it's just so much that I could get my hands into. The people that I've met these past 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, and people like you that's doing stuff like this with another platform. Where, like I said, we're going to do a lot more also. You know what I'm saying? And this is definitely not my last time on this podcast. You will see me again. Shout out to everybody out there doing their thing. Much love to Tuck, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you coming.
He's definitely doing something different with his life. He was definitely one of these knuckleheads out here. Even though I'm younger than him, I'm still gonna call him a knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? Because I was out here, you know what I'm saying? I was out here and I seen him a couple of times, so I know what's up.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But once again, salute to everybody out there on the right path doing your thing. Everybody stay up with your health so you could get that wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Word. And Dollar, I appreciate you coming. It's your boy Tuck, man. I know what it is. Talk That Talk, man. Catch us on YouTube at Talk That Talk 516. Same thing on Instagram. Get with Dollar, man. The youth is important, man. We'll see y'all later, man. Peace.
Yes.